Konstantin, right-hander. In order to get to this quarter-final, this young man defeated Jan Kozin from France 7-6, Alexandru Gaeta from Italy 7-0, and then in the last 32, Adam Šulek from Slovakia 7-5, Lorenz Geitz from Germany 7-4, and he has started out with a very nice break. Nice shot on the one. I am George Tejea from the USA, bringing you the live action here in Slovenia. And what action we've had all week. He's missed this ball. Didn't cut it down the rail. Got it up soon. And the young Walter Laikre from Sweden, young but powerful. The young man can really play. He's a 734 Fargo. He's defeated Lovro Brakun from Croatia, Markus Scheindler from Austria. He defeated Felix Vogel from Germany 7-3. That doesn't happen very often. That young man plays very, very well. Seaman Attila 7-3 in the last 16, and now he faces Konstantin Ianov. Let's get that right. The young Walter. He's an experienced player. He has played quite a bit. I believe he played in the Slovenian Open. Has been playing for some time in the Euro Tours. Just has to avoid getting behind the 9 after the 6 ball. It is an alternate break format in this race to 7. And the EPBF sponsors are Predator Group, who brings you the live streaming, this Predator arc table that you're looking at. Iwan Simonis Cloth is what the table is covered with. It is one of the sponsors. They are playing with Aramith Billiard Balls. The TV Pro-Cup. Kamui Brand is another sponsor. Longoni Cues. And IBPF. The local sponsors are Therme Olimia and the Slovenian Billiard Federation. Now he's going to have to work his cue ball around this 10 ball to get on this 9. He was hoping to get straight in for just a stop shot, but because of that small angle he has, let's see what he handles. I believe he'll go around the ball, 3 rails to get on this 9. Unless he wants a long shot. He went 2 rail. He killed it with inside. That's a dangerous shot. I think he had plenty of space to go around the 10, but he's at the table, I'm in the booth. And we'll watch what he does and not what I say. And welcome everybody from all around the world. I'm sure there are friends and family of these 2 young players watching. And there's a lot of pool aficionados all over the world that like to tune in. And from that miss on the opening 1 ball from Konstantin, Walter runs the table and gets the first game, thus leads, and he will be breaking in the second game. We've had action all week. These youths for 2025 will be played 14-1. They're playing 10 ball now. They'll play 8 ball. They just started today, I believe. 9 ball. We had some team action yesterday, and you saw teams from, I believe it was 20 countries in Europe. And you saw a 3-man team. They would play 8 ball, 9 ball, and 10 ball. And it was 2 out of 3 matches between the teams. So if they won the 8 ball and the 9 ball, then the 10 ball wouldn't matter. But otherwise, they had to win 2 of the 3 matches to win. Breaking, they're breaking from outside the box. You'll see when the get a close-up of the table, there's a box in the middle of the table above the head string, and they can't break from inside the box. Ball down on the break. Straight in shot, long shot on the 1. 2 ball is down, so the 3 ball is right next to the 1. Oops, the 5 ball is next to the 1. 3 balls on the left stand rail. He's got to come across. He'll come across true. He's got to avoid the 5 coming across. He's got to come across the table to get on the 4 for the bottom corner pocket. And he's hit this perfectly. What a good shot. Nice speed. The speed was excellent on that shot. This young man has a lot of future in this game. I've watched him play several matches, different matches. And he really controls everything well. As I mentioned earlier, I believe, I said he was a 734 Fargo. If you're not familiar with Fargo, it's an international ranking system that uses all the players' wins and losses from all tournaments, leagues that they play that are reported to Fargo. The young man, as you can just see by the patches on his shirt, plays with a Mez cue. But anyway, back to the Fargo. He's a 734, the number 1 player in the world, which is on Fargo is Joshua Filler. He has an 858. And the cutoff for the top 100 players is 789. So he's about 55 points below being in the top 100 players in the world. And playing in an under 19 youth group, you would favor him to finish very, very strong. And just the fact that he defeated Felix Vogel from Germany 7-3 tells you this young man is playing very well here in Slovenia. Oh, I don't know why he had all the speed. He was trying to come back out to play the 7 in the right-hand corner pocket. He hits that a little softer. He gets around that 9, but now he's in a tough place. Does he go for the bank here? Or does he slide off the side and come around 2 rails for a safety behind the 8-10? And that's exactly what he's chosen to do. He's going to find the safety too. Very nice shot. It's not going to scratch, and he's played a very, very pretty shot. He's going to have to go 1 rail at it. He can go 3 rails at it. To make a good hit. It's a big ball, 3 rails. It's a smaller ball, 1 rail. As you can see, it went right by it. And this will give Walter ball in hand with 4 balls left on the table. He handled the last 8 balls that he ran in the first rack rather well. He'll slide this off the rail. Nice on the 8. All he has to do is get about to where he is now, and he comes down for the 10 ball on the side. Rather easy for him to do. He can take it to the corner or to the side. He's going to the side. It's a bigger pocket. It's a more logical shot. He has a landing area of about 5 feet. And takes the second game. Off of a good safety, he took ball in hand. His control at the table has been impeccable so far. We've had a lot of action here in Slovenia. We also had the Slovenian Open last week. So these tables have seen some action, quite a bit. These Predator Art tables are 3-piece slate with K55 rails. They have 4 1/4 inch pockets. And the break. There goes the 5 ball to the side pocket. The 4 ball hangs. And he has no opening shot on the 1 ball. The young Ivanov, Konstantin Ivanov. He'll push out. I would push out to the, oh wow. Maybe the jump shot behind the 9. He has a jump shot now, but it's pretty close. He's going to push out to leave a bank. Is he going to pocket the ball, the 4 ball in the corner? No, he's just going to leave straight across. The only good thing about this safety is that it's real tight to go off the bottom side of the ball to get behind the 3 balls on the left side of the table. So he may decide to just, if he goes for the bank, there's no position. So maybe behind the 10 with the cue ball and bank the 1 ball behind the balls. He's just going to play the 1 ball behind the 3 balls, trying to get there. He's left the long shot, hard to play position. And in fact, the 1 ball has nestled up against the 8, and he doesn't have an aggressive shot. He'll have to be looking for a safety. Might be able to just play the ball straight off the 8 and stop the cue ball there and try to get to the 1 ball around 3 rails and use the 2-3 for safety. He's gonna, good hit, but he's left a lot of ball. He might have left a shot. If the 1 goes, everything's open. It looks like it goes. I like the young man's style. Poise at the table is good. His fundamentals look excellent. Nice, lean, young, tall. Well, he may not want to play it to the side, but if he plays it to the corner, plays the 4 ball, you want to play it with good speed. And he'll have to anticipate a position for the cue ball for the 6 in case the 3 ball follows the 4 in. Just little thoughts like that he has to make in 35 seconds because they are on a time clock with a 25-second extension per game. It's a 35-second time clock. They have 25-second extensions. They get 60 seconds after the break. Oh, he just said, I'm not going to play around with that. I don't want to take a chance on the 3 ball following in the 4. So he plays it to the side pocket. Now has a very runnable table with five balls left on it. Might as well call it four because one's in the pocket. Does he go forward or come back for the 8-ball? He wants to get to the left-hand side of the table. I believe forward would be my choice. Let's see what his choice is. He's going back around the 9 here. And that's why I wouldn't want to go forward. I mean, backwards. The forward is a real smooth shot that kind of falls into the line of the side pocket in the 8. He's in a good spot. This is a ball that he'll make all day long. And look how nice he gets on the 9. The 10 ball's up in front of a pocket. And this to go 3 games ahead in a race to 7. Konstantin to break in this alternate break format. I may be mistaken there. That's right, Konstantin broke first. I'm sorry. Walter will be breaking here. One of the ways I try to keep track of who's breaking in alternate break format sometimes fails me. I use the score. Whoever breaks whoever wins the lag will always be breaking when the score is an even number. The person that lost the lag will break when the score is an odd number. The 3-ball going to go in? No. I don't believe he made a ball on the break, and there's no open shot on the 1. The 8-ball is hindering that. No, it's not. He's got a shot. He can back cut the 1, but the cue ball is going to run into the 5 or the 9. Might hit both of them. Can you get around them? Just going to play safe behind the 5. Did not get there, but didn't really leave a shot. He'll be looking at a safety or leaving a very low percentage shot because I don't really see a good safety here. Just play the 1 ball to the middle diamond on the bottom rail and the cue ball towards the 8. All right behind the ball right there. He was lined up enough. It might leak out and leave a open shot. He did. This is an open cut down the rail for the 1. Cue ball go back and forth. He should have an open shot on the 2. It's a cut shot or a safety. Very, very thin cut. Probably unplayable. No, it plays. Cue ball will probably hit the rail after hitting the and going to the 9. He was able to avoid hitting the 9 ball by using a little bit of draw on the ball. Did a great job. 3 balls over the pocket, so we'll get a good look at the young Konstantin here from Ukraine. And he'll spend some time at the table here. The 4 ball is on the side of the table on the long rail by the 9. So he wants, no it's not, it's down here by the 6. And he's left himself a very, very tough shot, if he can even hit it, on the 4. He could have played that where he would come down to the middle of the table, but I think he overcut the ball and stayed up on top, and he hit it too soft. He was trying to hit a little more ball than that. Overcuts the ball, catches the long rail, leaves a very makeable shot. Position on the 5 is questionable, and that's what he's figuring out. Is it worth me making the shot? He could bank the 4 ball up by the 5-9 and try to stick the cue ball behind the 6. And that way he'll have good proximity with the 4 in play to play position on the 5. He's pocketed the ball. Can he slide the 5 past the 9 is the question. Or will he play the combo? He can't slide it by. He's going to have to play the combo. And the 5 will go towards the right-hand corner pocket. So stop shot. With a little speed, he can get it to the corner, or he can get it over to the side to have a shot for the side. Focus on the make. At worst, he'll come up with a bank. He got it to the corner. It's a thin cut, but a very makeable one, and the cue ball tracks 2 rails. It should end up close to the 10 ball for the 6. The young Swede looking very strong in this match. Makes this ball, and he will. And is it enough? Yes, it is. Perfect, perfect, perfect shot. He's overpowering the young man from Ukraine. And at a 734 Fargo compared to Konstantin's 620, Fargo says he's almost twice as good, which means that in a race to 8 or 7, if this was being handicapped, he could probably give him 3 games in a race to 8. Of course, we all know that in these tournaments, anything and everything can happen. A player can play up to his Fargo, up to his ranking or rating. Below, 50 to 60, 70 points above, 50 to 60, 70 points below, and sometimes the rolls make a difference. Here, the Swede has taken complete control with a 4-game lead. And in the bottom right hand side of your screen, you're seeing the under 17 and under players. I believe they are also in the late stages of their tournament. They had 77 players start things off, and they are racing to 6 playing 10 ball. And he's shooing away flies. He said, "Shoo fly." These federations in Europe do such a great job of coaching their players. Cue ball. Close. He's made a ball. He has an open shot on a very nice shot for the one ball. He has space to get to the bottom of the cue ball so he can draw it back a little bit and have the two ball, which is very handy for the corner pocket. Three ball is up against a pocket in the 9, so it's all open for him. Look for the young Ukrainian to do well in this rack if he makes the first ball, which he did not. Is it nerves? He knows he's overmatched. That sometimes makes a big difference. And this is what's great about these youth programs is you can get a player like Konstantin at a 620 Fargo playing a young man with a 734, and the experience of playing them and watching how they control the ball, their patterns, their approach to the game, watching all those things is a valuable lesson for these guys. And that is what's so great about these European Pool Championships and the youth programs that the federations put out. Looks like he can come around to the middle of the table. That's all he has to do. He's going to come all the way down. The lower he gets, the better the angle will be to go to the 6, and he has the angle. A little bit of left-hand English, and that ball will track. He's got to be careful because it will track right towards the side pocket. Good look at the Aramith measle ball, they call it. One of the best set of balls, the Aramith billiard balls. The only other set that compares to them, I believe, in my opinion, is the Predator balls, and they are made by Aramith to Predator specifications. And I've seen some improvements in the Aramith balls, especially on the measle ball. I'm not sure if people have seen this, but in the past, the measle ball would get dirty very quick from the cue hitting it and the chalk. Predator came out with a resin, or they changed the resin, and it's a smoother, slicker ball, and it stays clean, very clean. And they've made some improvements to the Aramiths, I believe. And so now you've got a couple of great sets of balls out there. And if you're just joining us, hello to everyone from cue ball. Ouch. A big opening for the young Ukrainian. He will get on the board with these two balls to go. There's no concession. Players are not allowed to concede. If they do concede a game, it will cost them the next game. So the score will be 4-1. On a scratch on the 8 ball by the young Swede. And at four to one, the Ukrainian steps out of the arena. And a look at our two players from the 17 and under. See if I can scroll down here and find out who they are. And in the quarterfinals on table 2, it is Martin Roser from Germany and Azulas Dadavicius. I don't recognize the flag, so what we can do here is and the young Martin Roser from Germany is playing Azulas Dadavicius, and he is from Lithuania. And that is him at the table right now, I believe. The Germans usually wear the white and red shirt, as do the Poles. They're kind of similar in their dress. And back to our match here at 4-1. Walter Laikare from Sweden will be breaking the balls in this race to 7. 3 games away from moving into the semifinals. And the other quarterfinalists in this division are Ivan Rudenko, Jokubas Silantevas, Lenny Aresto, Rico Rompanen. Both Finnish players are playing each other, Aresto and Rompanen. And then Markus Schindler from Austria versus Alessio Heibler. So the winner of this match here will be playing probably the winner of the Heibler-Schindler match in the semifinals. And Walter has found his stride here. I believe he's looking for his first break and run. I was reading off names and I did not monitor the break there, so I think he's on a break and run. If not, someone please correct me. Not on the rail. Don't get on the rail. Well, it's off enough that he's got a good shot on the 5. Doesn't have to worry for position for the 6. The young Swede looking rather strong here. One mistake was on an 8 ball where he scratched, and that's what gave Konstantin his win. He pocketed the ball and scratched in the corner pocket across table. Does the 7 go by the 8, or will he? Yes, it does. Not a problem. He'll have to contend with the 10 ball. He'll probably hit this with a little bit of inside. He's just going to draw and stay on the left side of the 10. He's not going to try to go down. And so he did not want a chance getting behind it. Nice way to play. Sometimes the simple way is the best way. He'll screw the ball straight back and take the 10 ball in the opposite. He's going to follow it. Okay, he can follow it. That's perfect. Looked like he was straight in. And now this 10 ball for a 5-1 lead in a race to 7. This match is moving along rather well. Nice pace to it. Both players not wasting any time. There is a shot clock. They haven't even come close to asking for an extension or using the shot clock whatsoever. The balls are tapped into the cloth, so there's no template or rack being used. And actually this has been working great. They used it for the Slovenian Open. They're using it here for the Pool Championships. And the balls are breaking fantastic, predictable, as they should with a template. And you don't have to overpower them. Ball down in the side. Looks like the one ball went to the corner. Nope. There's 2 balls down, one on the side and one in the corner. You may just well go for the bank here and bring the cue ball straight back towards that 7 to get on the 2. It's lined up rather nice. And if there's an easy bank on the table, this is it. More than likely just a stop shot, depending if he has an angle or not, as to what he does with the cue ball here. Looks like he's straight in, so a stop shot gets him to 3 in the side. Oops, I called that wrong, didn't I? Yeah, 3 balls gone. So that was a nice stun follow. Had just a slight angle to get to the 4. Now the 5 ball is on the right side of the cue ball. So just make the ball and you have position. It's nice when the balls lead to position. The angle that it just falls on. He did that in his very opening shot after his break. Missed it exactly the same way on the 1 ball. And it cost him 4 games. Now he's done it again here, and it's a wide open rack. Walter will have to make a mistake, an obvious mistake, and I don't think the young man will. He's playing strong. He's only missed a ball, and he scratched on that 8 ball were the only things he's done wrong in this match. Got on this 5 ball very nice. He could follow down and up or just stun over. He's followed down and around. Perfect. I like this position play from this young man. He lets the cue ball travel its natural path and doesn't try to really steer it or draw it or English it. Just a stop shot right there. He'll come off the rail. And to about where he is, or a little past. He's got a big landing area. The whole 4-foot square on this side of the table. And now he finds himself at 6-1. And that was the same type of miss, like I said earlier, that Konstantin had to open the match. And he's given up that game where he could have gotten 2. So cutting balls down the rail, he may want to practice that. And sometimes nerves have a little bit to do with that. But by now, I think his nerves have settled, and it's just a mistake that we all make from time to time. Look at this break. He's made 3 balls on the break, and he's straight in on the 1. And this is the way every player wants to close out a match. When you're breaking to close it out, the only thing you think about is, I break and run. He's going to come up too far for the 3. He's got a shot. But will he bank it? Let's see what he does with it. I don't think it banks past the 9. So he'll look for a safety here. Oh, he's going to call the ball, so he thinks it does bank past the 9. I think he catches just barely catches the top side of it. Yeah, he shot to the outside of the pocket. He's left a shot down the rail. And this is a good time for the young Konstantin, Ukrainian, to pocket some balls, try to settle in. He was just outmatched in this game, in this set. Here he could choose to follow or off the left side and come back to the middle for the 7. Whoa. Oh, he got perfect on this ball. If he overruns that, when you're playing balls to the side pocket, if you overrun it, now you have to run the cue ball up the table, 2 rails to get position. 3 rails to come back for the 9, but look at this shot here. How nice he just lays down for the 8. Lays it right down the line. Gets good on this 8 ball. Could have got a little bit closer. He'll work with what he has. Coming up, he does not want to hit the 10. Oh, ouch, that was so close. Now he's kind of left himself a missable shot. Very makeable one too, though. Easy to make, easy to miss. But a young man at a 620 Fargo should make the shot. He can shoot it with pace, he can shoot it with a good stroke to come across and play the 10 in the same pocket if he chooses. He played it soft and left himself a steeper angle. And at this point, this is what he has. Wants to save some face, pocket the ball. Nice shot. And the score now goes to 6-2. Konstantin will be breaking. Could go to 6-3 with a break and run here, or just controlling the table. And this event is played on the Predator Arc Pro Pool tables covered with the Simonis cloth, and they're using the Aramith Tournament Pro-Cup balls. The table has 4 1/4 inch pockets to the corner and 5 inch to the side. Konstantin Ivanov. 6 ball down in the side. Looks like the 3 ball down to the corner pocket. An open shot on the 1. Just stops it there, keeps it there for the 2. Possibility to have the only, I think there was one other break and run in the match. Let's just watch the young man work. He's got a little bit of an angle here that can be played 2 different ways. He's just going to shoot it soft and come up to about, try to come up to about where he is. And he did it very, very well. I believe if he falls forward here, he'll avoid the 10 ball and be able to get on this, on the 7. Nicely done, and look how nice the 8 and the 9 ball line up to the corner pocket. Some good stuff from the young man from Ukraine. He had some good wins here. He defeated the French player 7-6, an Italian player 7-0, a Slovakian player 7-5, and then the German Lawrence Gates from 7-4. So he's had a pretty good match. His opening match was a tough battle, as was his third match. Both players got here undefeated. Neither has lost a match to here. But one of them will find themselves in the semifinal playing the winner of the Heibler-Scheindler match, which Scheindler from Austria is leading 4-0. And we do have a nice break and run from the young Konstantin. And Walter on the hill. He says, I will try to do the same. Breaking for the match to move into the semifinals after earning his way to this quarterfinal by defeating Bracun from Croatia 7-3, Scheindler from Austria 7-5, which if he wins this and Scheindler wins his match will be a rematch in the semis. And then he defeated Felix Vogel, very strong young man from Germany. World Junior Champion. Also won the straight pool in the pool championships. So Walter had some work to do. He got it done, and now he's got this rack to close this match out to move into the semifinals. What a jump shot. Looking at the kick, one rail. The problem with this kick is if he does hit it perfect, the cue ball tracks back to the side pocket. But depending on the speed, he could find a safety. First he has to hit it. And he hit it 2 rails when he was intending 1, and he's left the shot. Well, he may not have left the shot. He chose not to shoot it. Konstantin chose not to shoot that. He may not have had room to get to the right side of it. Another jump shot. He just made the one with a shot similar to this. He's going to have a couple of highlight shots on this whole rack, huh? Jump shot on the 1, jump shot on the 2 at 6-3. Wow. Young man. He's playing very, very strong. Did he get too straight in so that he can't go over past the 9 or towards the 9 to get a shot on the 5 for the same pocket? If not, if so, he'll stop the ball there and probably play the 5-8 combo. Let's see what he has. It's all dependent on the angle. On this view, he's not straight in, but does he have enough angle to slide over? The answer is yes, but look what happened. He nipped the 9 ball. I believe he may be able to bank the 5 and play position. If not, he'll look for a straightforward safety. He wants to win this game here because in alternate break format, if Konstantin can pull off the win in this game, he will be breaking to get to 5, and all of a sudden you've got a very close match. This is the game he wants to win. And he's tested the young Ukrainian. He's given him a tester of a shot, and quite the tester for playing position to get back to the top of the table for the 6. So as far as safety goes, he's left a low percentage shot to get position on the 6 ball. And now with ball in hand, the young Swede will more than likely close out the match. And the young man in the chair there looking up at the sky has nothing to be ashamed of. He was, and you hate to say this, but he was outmatched from the beginning, and he missed some balls, made some mistakes. He did have a break and run. You can always look at the bright sides of things. But his opponent from Sweden did many more things right. Thus, the lopsided score. Three balls from a semifinal. And he will meet Marcus Seindler from Austria. And that match will be at 1900. And this 10 ball to close it out. Walter Lekre from Sweden defeats Konstantin Ivanov from Ukraine. The scoreline of 7-3 in a well-played battle. He moves on to the semifinal to meet Marcus Seindler from Austria. This has been George Teja bringing you the live action here from Slovenia. Thank you for joining us. Be back. We have plenty of action coming up for you.